APG Jamie here, and today we're working on paper clips because I'm still in the paperclip group on the Facebook, and I'm still doing the swaps. That's the plan for 2020s anyways. So last year I did it 6 months at a time. I did a first quarter and a last half for the paper clips, and I decided the videos were just a wee bit too long. So this year I'm going to try doing it quarterly, meaning 3 paper clips at a time, once a quarter. Okay? Okay. And our theme for January was your word of the year, or your intention for the year, what you want to accomplish kind of thing. And there I had a word I was going to use, the same word I used in 2019, and then bam, focus was my new word for 2020. So that's what I had this camera layering stamp set. And my Tim Holtz platform thing, which you really should use some kind of platforming or some kind of thing when you're doing the layering stuff, because it's just more easier. Anyway, it doesn't stamp that great, so you see me manhandling it from time to time, trying to make it behave and do what it's supposed to do and junk. So that's what that's all about, y'all. Anyway, it does. You just got to manhandle it and make it behave. So that's what I'm doing. And so I'm using the colors that it tells you to layer, which is the primary colors, and well, essentially pretty much true. You got black, magenta, was that cayenne, and yellow or cyan. I don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. Anyway, originally I used a manganese blue. Yeah, and I decided it was just, it's hard to use the platform with the big stamping ink pads, and that's what my manganese blue is, so I'm using that blue instead. And there is a list of ingredients in the description box below the video. Please click on the word more to see more. So I'm layering it all up, and that's a pale ochre. That's my yellow. I'm using what I have, y'all. And I'm really happy with how they came out. I made a totally hidden paper clip, and it is essentially a snag-proof paper clip thing. You'll see. We'll get there eventually, sometime or another. And I am wiping off my stamps after the use with the damp baby wipe. Pretty sure that's what I got. And does it look exactly like? Do they all come out the same? No. And y'all saw I cut the word. It had the word smile on it. I didn't want the word smile on it because that's not my word this year. This year my word is focus. So anyway, I cut that off. It's my stamp and I can do that. So here's how we're doing the hidden paper clip. We have another fold over piece of paper, or cardstock. This is cardstock, y'all, and y'all know it's my favorite. And that's some thin fun foam that I'm putting in the little crevices there on the paper clip. It helps keep the paper clip smoother, more smoother even, and it helps keep too many divots from going on. And we're going to use my favorite glue, which is Aleene's original tacky glue. We'll put it on the front and the back. That's a jumbo paper clip, which is the larger office size paper clip, y'all. It's called jumbo. That's what it's called. We got our glue on there, and now I have my camera folded over, and I did make a little tab on there so this can go on the edge of a paper, the top of a paper, whatever, and it can be used for a tab as well. Or whoever gets it in the swap can just cut that off if they so desire, because it's perfectly okay. And I'm clamping it all up because you really sort of need to clamp these things up. And you don't want to clamp it too overly long, and you want to make sure none of your glue seeps out because you don't want to glue it shut. Okay, you just want to glue your paper clip thing in there. See, nice. Now it's check and make sure it's not glued. It's not glued. Let me get something to put it on so y'all can see how it works. And it just slides right on there. And bam, got a tab sticking out. Ta-da! And I computer printed my Word, and then I colored it with Prisma pencils, y'all. I don't think I showed that part. And then I thought, you know, where the flash is, I've got some square, flat back square gem things I can put on there. So that's what I did, gluing them on. And as you can see, all my cameras didn't necessarily come out exactly the same coloration. And that's okay. I think it's okay. It's okay with me, you know. Here we go. And the back of it I left blank, and whoever gets it can journal on the back of it or stick whatever color paper that will work with their stuff, more better kind of thing, I think. Yep. See, I'm going to show you again because I couldn't remember that I had already showed you. it just slides on there like that, y'all. Look at that. Ta-da! Photo montage after each little month. Oh, and I put at the beginning of each month, I've got the ingredients mostly, more or less, what I'm using. Okay, I have that natural looking heart stamp. It's unbranded, y'all, and I wanted to use that. And that's an embossing, anti-static embossing thing, and we're going to heat emboss. This stamp I got on clearance last year from the Hobbit Lobbit when they do their big O clearance, which I love because y'all know that's my boyfriend. So we're going to heat emboss that with this here magenta embossing powder, and like I said before, maybe all the time, and the ingredients are listed in the description box. And I'm just rolling that around on a book page, and I think it's French, y'all. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure it's in French. And I like mixing embossing powders too, because that's just funny. You don't quite know what you're going to get, but it's typically nice. Oh, what's the magic? Heat gun, y'all. Heat gun magical embossing powder. That's a great stamp. I haven't de-wooded it yet. I will get to it eventually. I have more important things to do. Okay? So now, because my brain had already told me I wanted to tear out hearts. I wanted torn edge hearts, y'all. Because, you know, it's for February. Oh, I didn't say that. It's for February, and the theme was hearts. Okay? And that's a funny looking heart, and I'll make it more heart-ish, shape-ish. Not a anatomical. I just can't say that word with a flip. So now we're going to make a little folder thing, because this is going to be a hidden paperclip thingy thing, sort of thing. Not really hidden. Putting a little thumb notch, because this is going to be a pocket, y'all. It's pocket. And as you see, the bottom edge of that's going to be torn as well. Okay, and that's going to go on there like that. And I'm kind of really not having a plan other than the initial torn heart, and I wanted to use that actual anatomy type heart stamp. Okay, so because it is book paper, I thought, well, I need to put some reinforcement on this. So I'm just grabbing a piece of cardstock, because y'all know it's my favorite. I know I said it before, and I'll probably say it again. Molly, stop. She's bothering me. Molly, stop. Thank you. So anyway, excuse me, y'all. So I'm just putting a little dot on there where I need to trim it, because I'm just going to put one piece of cardstock in there just as a reinforcement kind of thing. Okay, and now this particular paper clip is a changeable paper clip. You can put a bigger paper clip, a smaller paper clip. Okay, you can take the paper clip off and glue it straight to a journal page if you wanted to, I suppose. But anyway, my goal was to have the paper clip so that you can slide it sideways on the paper, because remember, it's a pocket now. And if you want it to slide on the opposite side of the paper, you can just flip the paper clip around, and you will see when we get to that portion I do believe I show that more better than the way I'm verbally explaining it. I think, probably. So I've got that art glitter glue. I'm still not sure if I like that stuff though, y'all. Just, I got it, so I'm using it. I'm just not sure I like it. So I'm gluing the cardstock just around the 3 edges. Okay. I missed the edge evidently. I don't know what I'm doing. 3, not 2. So we're going to glue the back and fold it over, and now we have a pocket with the reinforced cardstock inside. And I'm going to do some sprays. I've got a glimmer mist, and as you know, those are pretty heavy with the mica powders in there. Beautiful stuff, y'all. And Dylusions ink, I believe it was. And I don't know, I picked yellow. Because that's what I picked. That's what I'm doing. And I do soak the ink up, the remaining ink off of that. Do I show you that part? I'm guessing I'm going to show you that part. We're just going to double up that ink because it's precious stuff. You might as well save every half penny you can of that juicy goodness. Set that aside, let it dry. Okay, double that all off. That's my spray box, y'all. I got a video on how I put that together. Heck, y'all, because we need to dry that ink because it's on book paper, and it's an older book. And it needs to dry because I said so. And let's see, what are we doing? I'm just kind of waving it around. So heart's going to go there. Yeah. Oh, look, let's put this little lace thing on there. Okay. Got these flat back heart. I don't think they're glass. I think they're acrylic, y'all, but they're kind of like, flat back gems, diamonds kind of thing. And I got this little doily piece of cardstock right there, and we're going to put that on there too. Yep, just trying to figure out how I'm going to layer them up on each other. I like that. That's what I'm doing with my finger. I'm saying, yep, I like that. We need to put some ink on something. We need to ink around some, and I decided to use some coffee color ink because that's the brown I have. I might have another brown. I think I have sepia. Anyway, we're using coffee because that's the one I'm using. You can use whatever color you want, or you don't even have to ink the edges for that matter. So we just rub some of that over that little piece of lace too. I don't think it's real lace. I think it's like it used to be a one of them curtain things or something. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's just smearing ink around on there, getting it in there in the thumb notch. Yes, I make a little tag to put inside, but I forgot to take a picture of it, y'all. That's just how it goes sometimes. So yeah, we're going to layer that like that. Am I going to twist the heart like that? I don't remember if I did or not. I think I did. And we're going to get that glue. Oh, we're going to use our Aleene's original tacky glue to hold down that piece of lace. I don't know if Clark glitter glue would have done it or not. I didn't use it. Like I said, I don't know. One day I will decide if I like it or not. But in the meantime, I got it. I'm going to use it. So we're going to glue that on. We're going to use the Aleene's tacky glue on the back of our flat back heart gem thing because it's definitely well, I know it works for this. I don't know if the other glue would or not. So there we go. Okay, here's our little pocket. Now we're going to make a tag, and I've already more or less measured it to size, and I've got a rounder, and I've got a little corner lopper. I don't know what that corner cutter thing is called, but I just lop the corners off with it. We're just using a regular regular hole punch to punch the hole. If you use the red ink this time with our real looking heart, and we're just gonna stamp that up. It's pretty simple, y'all. Made a pretty simple tag That's it. That's what we're doing. We're going to put some, I don't know, baker's twine, I think. That's me thinking, should I ink around the edge? Should I not ink around the edge? Yep, let's just go ahead and do it. That's pretty much how I work, y'all. Let's just do it. I'm like, okay. Do I show you putting, yep, we're going to put some baker's twine on, and I think that's a pinkish color. I don't know, y'all. Pretty sure it's pinkish. And, yep, just making a little slip knot kind of thing. That was too long. And so is that. And then we're just going to tuck it in there and bam, there we go. Now here's how we're going to do the paper clip. I'm going to make a strip, and that is cardstock again. It's my favorite. I'll make it just a little bit smaller, and again, I'm pretty sure that's a jumbo clip. Now this strip that you put on the back could be as whatever width that you want it to be. I just cut this particular one more narrower, and we're going to glue on both ends, just on one side, on one end of it, okay, and the other end of it, and then we're going to stick that more or less in the middle of the back of our little pocket thing. Eventually we'll get there. Okay, get ready, here it comes. And you could probably place that pretty much wherever you wanted to. And after it sets and dries for a minute, y'all, okay, which I let it did. I went and got me a cup of coffee or a tea or something. See, that's going to slide on over there like that. And you can position it to go as far on the paper as or not on the paper. And you want to flip it to the other side. Just pull the paper clip out, flip it to the other side. It's a reversible clip on either side of the page. And there we go. Now, do I get the piece of paper and show it to you? I don't know if I did or not. I think I am. Am I? Am I doing it? We'll find out. There it is. And slides on like that. Ta-da! Oh, but wait, I don't want it on that side of the paper. Let's put it on the other side. It's a handy trick for paper clips, y'all. If y'all do altered paper clips, I like doing them because they're fun. And now we're gonna put it right there, and you'll see now it's on the other side. Ta-da! Photo montage for the heart. Now we're coming up on March, and the theme for March was lace. And I thought, you know what? I want to make a tassel, a lace tassel. Now, I piddled with this for a while. It didn't like how it came out, so I just, threw that one away. Now, I'm splaying the paper clip. This again is a jumbo clip. I'm splaying it apart so I can get my round nose jewelry pliers in there. And as you can see, I just sometimes get fiddly hands, because I'm going to take that and I'm going to roll it up. Now, I also tried this with the gold color paper clips, and they are a harder, stiffer metal to do this with. The regular silver kind, I guess because it's a cheaper metal, I don't know, is easier to roll than the gold ones. Just putting that out there. So now I'm going to more or less push that back the way it's supposed to be. See, now we got a curly Q in there. Okay, that's going to keep our tassel from rolling off that side, and we're going to make a tassel now. And we're going to make it sort of like you would, y'all remember, maybe y'all don't, y'all might remember back in the old days, in the good old days, when you used to make pom-poms out of yarn, and you'd take your yarn and you'd, cut it in strips like this or whatever, and then you'd take an extra length and put it in the middle and tie it really tight, okay? I'm kind of layering it up because I'm hoping they'll be mishmashed, not all layered. I don't know. I'm happy with it. And we know that's the important thing. Now that's a piece of rickrack because lace might tear, and I'm gonna pull it pretty as tight as pretty I can get. And I guess if you wanted to, you could even put a little drop of glue in there. Now I'm folding them back out, and I'm gonna tie another knot on the opposite side. Okay. Oh, and I got some shimmery pink, silver shimmery eyelash trim, y'all. I don't know what brand it is. I just don't, because sometimes I buy stuff from the charity shop, secondhand store, Angel resale, and it doesn't always have the labels on it. So, just saying. Now here's a piece of lace, and that is already in there, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to piddle around with it and then smoothing stuff out, and I'm going to get that piece of lace worked around so that I can wrap it around the knotted portion of the rick rack and cover it up. Okay. Now I'm going to trim those long hairs off the eyelash stuff in a minute, because they're kind of bothering me. I don't like how they're sticking all up. We'll get there any day now. This is for March 2020. The theme was to use lace. Am I trimming it now? Nope, we're going to glue it. So I'm going to take my my Aleene's glue. Obviously, you can see that's Jamie's favorite. And putting that on the lace. Now, lace can be pretty strong, but I chose to use a rickrack to tie it with. I just felt better about that. And it was skinnier, too. Now, we're going to trim the layers. Okay. Any moment. Longer video, y'all, at your request. So here we go, wrapping that around and pulling it pretty tight. I know you can't really tell how tight I'm pulling. I'm pulling it pretty tight. Okay, it's pretty much as tight as I can get it, and I'm rolling it around there. I'm going to clamp it, not jag clamp it, but clamp it, and then we're going to let that dry for a little bit. Now I come back now. You have to take my word for it. I let it dry for a little bit. Now I'm going to make, or I'm not going to make, I have a jump ring, and you spread a jump ring, or you twist it, okay, so that it opens. Don't pull it apart. Twist it so that it opens like that, okay? Close up. Now I'm going to work that underneath the tied piece of rickrack. All right? And I'm putting my little pokey tool through the rickrack because it's in there pretty tight, and I'm just trying to make it a little loose so I can get the jump ring in there. And I will admit, this was a little fiddly, trying to get the jump ring in there and all that. I'm trying to show you. It's not the easiest thing to show either. Just saying. And okay. There we go. There we go. So now when I close this, I just twist them back together and it should close. And I also believe I worked the opened end, the split part of the jump ring underneath the rickrack, and then we're going to slide that onto the paper clip like that. Okay, and now we're going to make a curly Q on this end of the paper clip, just like we did the other one. Getting close to the end, and I'm going to roll it over on my round nose pliers. And it's not the easiest thing to twist, but it'll do. And sometimes you got to fiddle with it and straighten it up just a little bit, and it'll be all right. And then this will slide on the paper, and that should help the jump ring from coming off. I'm not saying it definitely not going to come off, but that'll help keep it from coming off, y'all. Okay? Okay. Straighten it up. guess I could have cut some more of that off, but you know, that's just the way it goes. So we're almost to our final photo montage segment, and look at that cute little lacy tassel, y'all. Here's our piece of paper, and here it goes, just like that. So you want to put it on the other side, flip it over, put it on the other side. There you go. I appreciate each and every one of you, your kind comments, your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions. Thanks for watching, and happy art, y'all!